This is Raphael. Yes, to answer a question about solar happenings, many people are quite affected right now with the physical transformations going on. And so it feels, unwell. Many people expressing they feel unwell. However, for the most part, 70% of people, that's not the case right now. Yes, some people are unwell. We're not saying that doesn't exist. However, this need to rest and recalibrate, it's quite important, each of you, as you look at your daily life. So we're talking about the microcosm here. Do I have the energy for this? Even if it's something you have great responsibility or great passion for, do I have the energy for this right now? And if the answer is not yes, then how can I restore or replenish, take an hour, or have some type of meal? Food is quite important right now for balancing the fluctuation in the energies. So the solar light is not a negative thing for the human condition. However, it is felt very strongly. It's what is pushing the evolution right now. So it's pushing change from the inside out. And that is what is warranted and wanted in this time if you're wanting to evolve into new paradigms of being in many ways. And we'll continue to speak about those. With the solar light, it's so interesting because it feels, well, this feels harmful or I feel unwell. And yet from angelic standpoint, what's happening is the solar light is galvanizing change from the inside out. So if you are interested in change and moving forward, then we would suggest go with it as much as you can. So even if it feels like I have a deadline tomorrow, but right now I just feel I need to sit in the dark for an hour. Well, what if you sat in the dark for an hour and then your energy restores and then you can be more cheerful about meeting your deadline instead of suffering through? There can be ways where you can accommodate your feeling unwell and still function in the world, but it may mean expecting less of yourself short term on a daily basis. We're not talking about changing or giving up on life goals or your own sense of being a powerful self. But this is the route to the greater power, to the greater energy, because essentially the human self is learning to feed off of the sun. And that is a major recalibration for the human self, right? So many of you are feeling that rocky time right now of what is going on? Do I need to consult a specialist, right? So again, for 70% of you, you're not unwell right now. If there aren't obvious signs and markers that those who care for you can notice that might need medical or holistic health response, it may just be that you are recalibrating. So those of you who rely on your intuition, ask yourself and ask yourself often, is it just that I need to rest right now because so much is going on, change from the inside out? And that is for the next month and the next year going to be very strong in the human condition. So the more you can be willing to ride the waves of, I am very awake and alert right now. I am solar powered, even if it's 2 a.m. So what were those things I wanted to get done? Maybe now is the time. And uh-oh, it's 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. and I don't feel well. I feel unwell. And can I retreat for a minute and rest, knowing that positive change is occurring, but while in that positive change, pushing forward with direct action in a planetary sense, in a practical sense may be difficult now and again. We would suggest in any given hour or day, you'll have moments of high functioning, but that with this adaptation to solar light, quite a lot will be out of service for some periods of the day. So learning to be compassionate with yourself and also not under a sense of alarm, at least to consult with your intuition. Is it possible that this might be the solar light right now? So from angelic standpoint, the increase and the fluctuation in the solar light is the galvanization of the change from the cellular level perspective. Now, enlightenment is a different story. It's supported by your physical self. We're not saying that fluctuations in sunshine are making it, forcing you towards enlightenment. If you want that, however, the physical self is going to be better calibrated to take those leaps as well. But practically speaking, for those of you who are not interested in enlightenment or not right now, it is also going to enhance your hearing, your sight, your sensory perceptions, your ability to perceive, and even logically to function at a higher caliber. So this has massive ramifications for your effective self as well as your soft and knowing self, what you might call the enlightenment pathway within yourself. So this is vast. What's going on now is vast and temporarily inconvenient. So be compassionate with one another and with yourself, please.